Hi my friends, today we model this part with the name multiple nozzle, which has some features with problems. The drawing is here and you see there is a hole here at 60 degrees, a spherical face, and something interesting, 7 holes, not 12, not 8, but 7. Dimensions are here, so let's start. Standard millimeters IPT, XY plane, and lines, my friends. I want to make a revolution volume for the beginning, so I apply dimensions and axis. For instance, this dimension must be 49. Another scale now. I draw another line, small line here, and then arc from this point to the end of that line with a radius of 27. If I place the center on this vertical, we obtain a spherical face. But first, let me project as center line the axis Y. Then I don't create center lines, so I disable that setting. This is 58, this is 50, this is 12 diameters, this one is 8 diameter, 8. This point, my friends, is also circular, so that I apply the value, no, there is a dimension from this face to this point, 22, and as I said, I place the center of this spherical face on the axis. I also make collinear, coincident, this bottom line with the other, and a last dimension is this one, which must be 42, 49, and so on. We have a fully constrained sketch in respect of the drawing. You see, 49, 42, 12, 8, spherical, 22, and placement of the center on the axis. Good. Finish sketch. Fully constrained sketch. You see this point here, yes? Left, up. Up, left is a mark for fully constrained sketch. Revolve. No other action to obtain the first volume. Good. Next is this hole. You see, with dimensions 12, 10, and flat end 40, 42 at a distance of 40 divided by 2 from the center. Okay. We select this face to create a new sketch. The new sketch is a line from the center. I suppose this is the easiest way to apply a hole. 40 divided by 2. Finish sketch is fully constrained, yes? Finish sketch, hole, and we select the end of this line. The hole is with an end, with a distance, and it has a flat end with dimensions, as I said, 12, this is the depth, the main depth, 40, the other distance is 42, the other diameter is 10. You see the hole here, yes? Okay. Then I apply a chamfer of 1 millimeter. Chamfer, not fillet, of 1. Okay. Another sketch in the plane XY, F7, and we can see inside to be sure of this sloped hole, which starts from 32 millimeters at the bottom and diameter of 7 holes as are the other, and the angle of 60. But we have to be careful with this end. We cannot go with the hole. If we go from here with a tool, but I decide to create a revolving hole because it is easier. We choose the easiest ways to work, my friends. I project this geometry or this, and I place a point here which must be at a distance from the center point of 32 divided by 2. We don't make calculus by heart, ever. Then I create a rectangle in 3 points. 1, 2, 3. This will be the axis. Yes. The angle between this projected face and this axis is 60, and we have to select, to place coincident this axis with this point. Yes, and I project also this small line because I want to place this end of the rectangle on this line, at the end of this line, and also this line to contain the center point. Good. The diameter is 8. Dimension of 8. Diameter 8. And we still have a dimension. I don't get it. What? Oh, it was not well placed here at 38. This point, my friends, I forgot to place this point on this line. Now it is fully constrained. Okay, finish sketch, revolve. You see here what happens, and we select cut. Okay, I can create a view, half section view, by using this plane, and we see how it looks inside. We didn't cut anything else but the hole. Yes, everything is in respect of the dimension. Control Z for half section view. Now I multiply this hole 7 times with circular pattern. Circular pattern for what? For the revolution, for the hole, and for the chamfer. Yes? About what axis? Axis Y. I select from here. I can select this. Yes? But I prefer to select from here because it is something new. How many? 7, my friend, not 6. Okay. Good. Spherical inside, everything is okay. Now we take a look to the drawing, and we see here a chamfer of 30 placed on 3 millimeters on this bottom face and one at 45 here, an ordinary kind of chamfer. We start with this chamfer 1. Okay, the other is a bit complicated, but we are in our world. I select the solution distance and angle. I have to select the face where I measure the 3 millimeters, the face, but we start with edges. I need to reselect edge. The face is this one. Once again, this distance of 3. You see, green is the face where I measured 3 millimeters, and this is 6. Oh no, 30 degrees. 60 was the whole. Okay. Yes, it is. Okay, material is stainless steel because this is a nozzle which must be protected from water or other liquids. Stainless steel. Yes, if you select the free orbit and select, for instance, this, you can apply movement by starting once again. For you, I place it, say so, click here, and I keep pressed shift, and I bump to the right, and we see the animation of this presentation. Escape, and let's see what is the volume of this object. As a final procedure, our procedure for every part. IDW, double click here, enter, paste, home, and what is here? Here is something okay. Look at the significant rank of the last numbers here. Good. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.